All right. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Because I'm an idiot, because your host is a moron, Isaac. That's the only explanation. Uh, all right. Y'all have to deal with me. I was going for 9 p.m. this evening. Y'all, as usual, I'm behind the eight ball. Y'all bear with me while I figure this out. I decided I wanted to smoke a cigar tonight. By the way, I'm changing the name of the post, the live stream. Yeah, we've got 3 upvotes, but only 1 viewer. Why are rural white people so angry? Why are y'all so angry? Oh, y'all know that your elites only want what's best for you. You know they're only trying to make you happy. Why are y'all so angry? Hey, Jesse. Sorry about all this. I was trying to be ready, and I failed. I failed miserably. I'm a failure of a YouTube host. What are you gonna do? All right. So y'all stupid rural white people are so damn angry that you are a threat to liberal democracy. Hey, Jim Toby. This evening we'll be drinking the traditional Yingling. Y'all's just ignorant. Y'all's ignorant. Your betters are trying to help you. They're trying to do what's best for you, and y'all keep giving them trouble for it. Isaac, that's good news and bad news. Y'all keep being angry. There's this guy just wrote. I haven't got a chance to read the article yet. This is why we're outside. I guess it's a book, or it sounds like maybe it was a doctoral dissertation that was expanded into a book. That's what these idiots do. They go get weird degrees. Yeah, Yingling is my go-to, Jim. It's just my favorite. And they use taxpayer funding to get weird degrees. Cattywampus is here. And looking all. Yeah, they want me to do it portrait now instead of landscape, cattywampus. I don't know why. But they make it a pain in the ass to do it landscape. So I'm going to see how this works for a while. Anyway, back to what we was talking about. Y'all's betters is trying to make y'all's lives better. They're trying to help you be better people. And y'all keep fighting them. And it ain't right. They only want what's best for you. You're racist. You're homophobic. You're xenophobic. You're Islamophobic. You're anti-immigrant. You're land stealing, colonizing sons of bitches. And you don't have the good graces to be ashamed of yourself when these people come to you with solutions for your problems. The problems of your immorality. Oh, that is good news, Isaac. He joined a club with a 350-yard range. That's awesome. Gun club. Now just think about the ludicrousness of you being this ignorant, stupid, uneducated, racist, homophobic, xenophobic, jingoistic, saber rattling pillbilly who, in the face of a better way, absolutely refuses to stop clinging to his guns and his Bibles. You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all was raised better than this. Y'all got to just. What is the bad news, Isaac? Y'all got to get on board with this trans and the kids. Y'all's got to get on board with this great replacement theory, which ain't a thing. It ain't real, but you still got to be on board for it. And you got to apologize for being such a racist and a land stealing, colonizing sons of bitches. Hold on a second. All right, you bunch of land stealing, colonizing, hateful, ignorant white sons of bitches. Hey, Palmetto. Our betters are starting to get frustrated with us. Interesting article on Zero Hedge this afternoon. I didn't get a so I read the article. I didn't get a chance to read the paper that the article is referencing. But apparently, this asshole went on MSNBC, which is why I didn't see it, to talk about his paper. Why are rural white people so angry? Hey, Walker of the Mojave, Jerry Compton. Yeah, guys, the live stream software now is default to portrait instead of landscape, and you've got to really want to do the landscape if you're going to do it. They make you go into these advanced settings and change this, and then they tell you you're stupid, and they tell you why. If you guys really hate it, no. If you guys really hate it, we'll go back to the landscape on future live streams, because I can switch it back to landscape, but it's just an extra step or 2 or 3 extra steps, and I'm lazy. But you're worth it. You're worth it. Yeah, YouTube does this sucker. So anyway, this overeducated elitist son of a bitch writes this article because he's trying to figure out, it's an area of academic study for him. This is something that is so shocking to him that he's got to research it and write a paper about it with a co-author. He can't even do it himself. He had to go get a buddy to help him, about why rural white people are so angry. Like, do you want me to count the ways? Yeah, someone threatened to shoot Isaac while they were holding Trump flags. Oh yeah, no, Palmetto. I guarantee you he didn't go, because his what pissed him off so bad, and there was a bunch of funny stuff just in the article about the article. I didn't even read the article. I read the article about the article. But he was like, all these years we spent all this time telling our politicians they had to go onto these rural areas and wear Carhartt jackets and milk a cow and show people you cared and you knew where they coming from and you understood. And Trump comes along and doesn't do none of that stuff. And these dumbass rural white people love him just because he gave them an excuse to wave the middle finger to the Democrats. That's literally what he said. It's like, here all this time they've been trying to John Kerry with his shotgun shooting a Canada goose, because it's not a Canadian goose, it's a Canada goose. Which he didn't shoot himself. I don't know if y'all remember this. Back when John Kerry ran for president, he wanted to prove his hunting his bona fides, and so he went out to some farm somewhere up there in the Northeast and made a big show out of walking off into a field with a really nice shotgun. I can't remember what it was, but it was a really nice break action over under. And comes back with this dead Canada goose and claims he shot it. I don't believe it. He had a guide too. He had a guide to walk out to a cornfield and shoot a goose. I don't know. Anywho, so they've all been doing this for all these, decades. I love it when they say the quiet part out loud too. They just admitted. He just came out and straight up said, "Yeah, we've been lying to these sons of bitches for decades, and they're not stupid enough. They're too stupid to fall for our lies. They're so ignorant that they don't even believe us when we lie to them. How do you manipulate people like that?" Uh, anyway, so we've all been going out there doing this all these decades, pretending to like these sons of bitches, and Trump comes along with his gold gilded toilet, and his Atlantic City casino and his New York City billionaire manners, and we're all just like, we love him, and they're pissed. They are so angry about it. Yeah, he wasn't Hillary, and so they're just writing us off. They're just like, these people aren't even human anymore. They're just racist, homophobic, ingrates. And they talked about this part too, and this is always the part that really grates on my nerves. Uh, our comment thread just died. Like, we pay them all this money through our government programs. We pay all these taxes to pay into all these government programs, and it's the hillbillies that are using these programs, and they're sucking all our tax money out of our cities, and we're supporting their stupid racist white colonial way of life, and we're sick of it. They're othering us, man. They're othering us. This is the Vendée all over again. Uh, this was in the French Revolution. The Paris Paris ran that whole thing. It was just a boondoggle from start to finish, and it was all run by these crazy, crazy, crazy urban criminal gangs. And all they're just straight up criminal, and they ran that whole revolution. And the hinterlands of a lot of the areas out around Paris weren't going for it. And one of them was this area called the Vendée, which was really rural and really supported the king and was very, very Catholic. The French Revolution was all a bunch of atheists, a bunch of really weird atheists too. Uh, and so the Vendée rebels. There was more than one, but the Vendée was the big one. They rebelled, and man, Paris, they just went nuts. They went down there and did some ridiculous, like Nazi level bullshit, genocidal. Like they couldn't come up with easy enough ways to kill as many people as they wanted to kill. They finally invented these barges. The guillotine wasn't fast enough. Uh, they invented these barges that they could pile all these people on and then sink the barge and drown everybody and raise the barge back up. I mean, it was industrial scale slaughter of these ignorant rural religious types that weren't smart enough to get along with the revolution. Mm. And they're working on it again. Uh, you are the Vendée. You are ignorant. You are rural. You are religious. You are not on board for their reforms, and they are gonna come for you. Uh, apparently, this article talked about this too. It was on Zero Hedge. I should link these in the description, but whatever. Uh, talked about something I didn't. Uh, I don't know if you remember Williams Jennings Bryan and the Cross of Gold and all that. Uh, well, this was a big uprising in the rural areas. It was led by farmers, but back then, if you lived if you were rural, you were a farmer. I mean, that's just your options. And they were demanding. This was pre Federal Reserve, but it was a similar attempt, uh, and they demanded currency reforms. They wanted silver currency as well as gold currency because gold. The old saying, "Gold is the money of gentlemen, and silver is the money of the middle class." Hey, Lone Star. Uh, and this was some big, you know, classist struggle where these New York banking interests were just trying to rape the country again. Howdy y'all was taking care of the coitus. Ryan was taking care of coitus? Ryan, are you sure you maybe your autocorrect didn't get away from you there, sir? I mean, it's fine if you were taking care of the coitus. Every man needs to take care of the coitus. Uh, but I don't know if we all need to know that you were taking care of the coitus. What does Mrs. Hart think about this information being put out there? Tell us, Ryan, how well did you take care of the coitus? Did you take care of the coitus the way a man should? Aggressively, thoroughly, and quickly? Okay, let me tell you something. If you break a sweat, you're working too hard. Yeah, Sled's laying down the hammer. Yeah, no, if you break a sweat, you're working too hard. It doesn't matter how hard you work, they'll get pregnant either way. So you want to put as little into this as possible. You want to save your energy for the post coital cigar and beer. Uh, yeah, I'm just saying. I used to hear these young men talk about, man, I hit that thing so hard. And I'm just they're thinking, why? Was it talking back to you? I don't get it. What? Why? What? It's too much work, young man. It's too much work. You just enjoy yourself. There are some words I've never figured. God damn, we lost 10 people all at once. We went down from like 34 to 23 all at once. People don't like this topic of conversation. Don't put the coitus on a pedal. Anyway, well, I won't tell you about the words that I haven't figured out yet, but they start with the letters female and orgasm and clitoris. I should look them up, but why? What? That's not going to affect my life. Oh. Okay. Anyway. All right. Well, Ryan took care of the coitus. That's good to know. We don't want that being left unattended to. Let's get back on track. I mean, I completely lost my train of thought. I still want to know what it was Ryan was taking care of that's not coitus, but he hasn't told us yet. Study, okay, ungrateful peasant. Study the Irish troubles. We are one government massacre from having our own version. Luke B is cleaning his pistols. All right, I have bad news. Isaac, you ready for this? I think you're going to be very disappointed in me. All you angry white people, all you angry rural white people, because he fixed his Corolla. Because we know urban white people never get angry. Uh, they're just goodness and light. Y'all quit being so angry. Y'all quit being mean to your betters. They're your social betters. Y'all listen to them. You hear? You got to honor your betters. You will eat the bugs, and you will own nothing, and you will be happy. It was wonderful coitus for me. That's how it should be, Ryan. It should be good for you. It's a race, and you never want to lose. All right, you ready, Isaac? Oh, Ryan built a new AR today. That's funny, Ryan. I actually got the stuff to start building a new AR today myself, and got home and realized I didn't get any of the right stuff. I got all the stuff I already had, none of the stuff I didn't have. So I got to go back. Uh, all right, Isaac, you ready to be disappointed in me? I, I might be selling the Security 6. Those of you who've been with us a long time, you know that one of my favorite pistols I have is an old Ruger Security 6. It's fantastic. I love it. It's this big, heavy block of iron. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, Isaac. Someone was mean to me as a child. Someone hurt me, so now I hurt others. Well, here's the deal. As much as I love it, GP 100 weeps for you. Oh, nickel boron. BCG. I've got one of those, but it's in 6.8. I need to use it. Arrow precision, everything. That's a gun. That's going to be a nice build, Ryan. Are you getting the? Doesn't Arrow Precision do a carbon fiber handguard? Hey, Guns Coast to Coast is here. How you doing, sir? So here's the deal. I'm Mister Open Carry, uh, and normally I love it. I like it because first off, it bothers people, and I enjoy that. And then you should always assume every man's armed anyway. So if every man's assumed to be armed, why hide it? Why is my chainsaw on its side? Uh, uh, and then I just like desensitizing people to to seeing carry. So I like open carry. Also, if I did have to pull my gun, it would be much easier to get it out. That being said, I need a small little pistol for Mariah. Uh, I bought an EC9S for her. Some of y'all may remember it several years ago now, and she just didn't like it. Uh, Free float Atlas S handrail, 15-inch. Uh, it's just a little snappy, you know. She's just she's a beautiful, sweet woman, and she's not GI Jane, and she's never going to be GI Jane, and that thing was just snappier than she wanted. And actually, my sons have it now. My two older sons take turns carrying. So I need something that I can carry a little deeper concealed because our Torah assembly has asked me not to open carry at church anymore. Not that they care, but the lease on the building we rent just stipulates that we're not supposed to be carrying guns in there, and they don't want to get kicked out of their lease. Hey, Mike Farmer carries an EC9S every day. I like it. It's a good pistol, Mike. Uh, so I need something she can carry that she'll like, and that I can be concealed when I need to be concealed. Because as much as I love that Jericho, it's just you're never going to conceal it. I mean, I'm 5'11", 200 pounds. Actually, I'm 194. I've lost some weight. Uh, uh, and even I couldn't really conceal it. It is a great pistol, Jimmy. I love it. Hey, brother, been a minute. Glad you're on. How about a NAA Arms 22 Magnum? JK, JK. I mean, a 22 Magnum's a great little round. I don't like rim fire for self defense. Best talk I've heard from you in a while. Oh, that means I haven't been having good ones. Oh. So, yeah, the SIG is nice, Isaac. She feels like she would be much more comfortable with a revolver. Uh, so I'm thinking about, man, Rock Island Armory has a. Oh wow, Mike's wife. Now I haven't seen the LCP2. Uh, I mean, I've seen it. I'm familiar with it. We haven't tried it. I got an LCP for her to try first, and she just didn't. It was too small, uh, and just too hard to hold on to while she was shooting it. I really, 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 really like. I mean, really. Oh yeah, Ryan's right. SP 101 and 327 Magnum. That would be my everyday carry if I had that. I love that combination. I think that is an amazing package. I'm told though it's an absolute fireball. That it's just a flamethrower out the front. But I wouldn't care if I was carrying it. But then you can put like the 32 mag and the 32 H&R in it, and it's just a really versatile. I don't think any new cartridge is ever going to take off ever again. At least not handgun cartridge. But I wish the 327 mag would take off. Well, ungrateful peasant. I'm thinking about getting her a this Rock Island Armory. It's a little snub nose 38, and obviously we'd get some downloaded 38s for her. Mayor Hoffman, I just want to say thanks for your beginner videos on taking apart an AR-15. The part where you say this has made grown men cry was me last night at 10:30 trying to put that PCG back in. It's a pain in the neck until you figure it out. I mean, Mayor, you are not the only one, sir. I have been close to tears. I have been so angry trying to figure out why I couldn't get that damn bolt carrier group back in. And I don't know. You just get a mental block sometimes. You forget to put the bolt forward, and it's not obvious when you look at it. Uh, but okay, Ryan says stay away from the M206 RIA. Is that this is a hammer, a hammered? It looks just like a Colt Detective, is what it looks like. It looks just like a Colt Detective and has a hammer. Uh, uh, so she likes the idea of the revolver because just pull the trigger and don't worry about it. I really like the Security 380. Uh, hey Jimmy, I just looked at that Smith Easy today. Uh, I really like it, but I held it back and back. I held it back to back with the Security 380, the Ruger, and the Ruger just felt much better in the hand. Uh, and it also has an easy rack. So I am leaning towards the Security 380. Um, but man, that Rock Island Arms revolver is $200 damn dollars, and you can buy a lot of practice ammo. Uh, well, Ryan, I don't. You know more about it than I would. I mean, I'm familiar with Rock Island Armory, but I'm not an expert on anything, let alone Rock Island Armory. Uh, uh, but for $200, that's $150 worth of practice ammo right there. You know, so I don't know. We'll see. I haven't made up my mind yet. But anyway, to go back to why I made Isaac cry, that's a good question, Isaac. I'm pretty sure it's a 6 shot. Hey, Dean, how you doing, sir? In order to do this, I'm probably gonna have to let the Security 6 go. Yeah, I love that thing, but I don't carry it anymore. I don't really have a need for it, and I am a man with 15 children and 4 grandchildren. So I don't. I'm not allowed to have very many useless things in my life, other than myself. No, I'm useful. I keep me entertained. If it wasn't for me, I'd be bored out of my mind. Uh, yeah. Uh, so okay, Ryan does not like the Rock Island Armory, and I will take that under advisement. Ryan, I haven't spent any time with it. I just held it in the gun store. I don't even remember working the cylinder release, to be honest with you. Uh, I know, Wes. I'm sorry, brother. I haven't made up my mind for sure yet. Uh, Wes, it's good to see you, by the way. Uh, but I might just need to get another pistol. And I'm not going to give up the Jericho. The Jericho is, my regular carry pistol. If it ever came time where I had to sling some lead with a pistol, that's the pistol I want. It's just a great pistol. It fits my hand perfect. It aims itself. Uh, I love it. Quick follow up shots. It's got that low bore axis. It's a brick. It's just a big, heavy block of steel. Uh, the Taurus 85 is decent, but the 605 has issues. I would sell a nephew before I got rid of my security 6. Nice, Wes. Problem is, I only have one nephew. Yeah, perverse that is. I have 15 children. I only have one nephew. I have 3 brothers and one nephew. I think technically I have 2, but we don't have any relationship with the one. Why not conceal carry the Jericho? I can conceal my Glock 17 or Beretta 92 without printing wear a long shirt. Uh, I can I can do that, but then yeah, it's not a solution for Mariah. Mariah is not going to carry the Jericho. Uh, Abel's picking up something on the 8th. Abel, I missed what you're picking up. Abel, I got a Glock 21 Gen 5. Okay, cool. So I'm going to commit some heresy. Wayne is here? I didn't see Wayne. Oh no. Okay. Are we still here? I hope we're still here. Sorry. I hit something weird. Uh you're gonna do it again. Uh yeah, it's really heavy, Jimmy. Okay, thanks. I hit a button and went weird. Yeah, Mariah's just not going to carry that Jericho. It's just too much gun for her. It's too heavy. It's too big. It's too complicated as far as she's having the safety. She can't rack it either. Here's the big criticism of the Baby Eagle, the Jericho, is that it's actually kind of hard to rack the slide. Uh, it's it's got a really low slide because it's got internal rails. The slide is really low, and there's just that not that much to grab onto. And if you don't have the slide mounted safety, which I don't, I've got the frame mounted safety. There's nothing to grab onto. Uh, so you've just got to. It takes impressive hand strength to do it. Yeah. So the Jericho is actually made by no, not the frame is made by Tanfoglio. This is my understanding. I could have this wrong. Hey, Florida Huntsman, how you doing, sir? Glad to have you. Shalom. I have respected Taurus for many years, Isaac. I like Taurus. I like Rossi better, but I mean, there's no difference between Taurus and Rossi anymore. I just happen to like Rossi. We were at 39 and we dropped to 33. Damn, we were so close to jumping over 40. Hey, can I get, if y'all don't mind, can I get some thumbs up on this thing? It would help us bring in some people. Oh. Well, we got 32 people in the chat and we've got 11 likes. Hey, C103's here. C103, I got to call Sasquatch. I was supposed to call him back last night, but my phone died and my stepdaughter stole the power cord and I couldn't charge my phone and I couldn't call him back. So if you talk to him, tell him I'm calling him soon and it's not my fault. 32 would actually be perfect. I think a 32 revolver it might be the perfect carry gun for a woman or an older person. Thanks, Walker. I appreciate that. Yeah, Nate, this is the second one I've had. I've loved them both. Uh, where's the thumb? It looks like YouTube changed the format. They probably did, Dean. Who knows? I don't know. You send me the Security 6 and I will send you my Beretta. Ooh, Wes, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, guns. I like 32. I like all the 32s. I, I've never shot one, but what I read about them, I like. Uh, I only see 9 thumbs. I've only got 2. Oh, we got 21 thumbs up now. Thank you, man. Holy hell, that was awesome. So there you go. Oh wow, they did change it. Hit the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner to get the thumb. Yeah, that would be an interesting trade, Wes, and I would probably do that. Now that Beretta of yours is 40 cal, if I remember correctly. Her Ruger Wrangler. Screw you, Isaac. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old. Um, 308. Anywho, where was I? All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm thinking very seriously about selling that Security 6 so that I can turn around and buy a small carry pistol for my wife. Now, really, what I should do is go get that EC9S back from my sons and trade that in, and that probably would be enough to get me close enough where I just pony up the cash. Uh, but even then, still, I've got this Ruger Security 6 sitting in a safe. You know, just in case anyone ever forces me to open the safe. I, it's really silly, I know, but I'm a silly man. Uh, so if anyone ever forces me to open the safe, I can reach in and grab the pistol. But yeah, William, we actually, I think it's more like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Walker, I've got a video on it. Actually, Wes was here visiting. He's been out to visit us a couple times, well, which was an incredible blessing both times, or at least one of the two times. I don't remember the other. I'm kidding. And he's got a Beretta 92F, but it's in 40 cal. So I guess it's not a 92F, but it was a Beretta 92, and he let me shoot it, and I really liked it. But I love the Beretta 92. I think the Beretta 92. Oh yeah, Beretta 96. Thank you, ungrateful peasant. You're right, Beretta 96. But it's just like a 92. It's just in 40 cal. Uh, uh, I think the Beretta is a vastly underrated pistol. Now, it's what I qualled with in the Corps. I never carried it. I always had a rifle, but that's what we qualled with. So obviously, anything the Marine Corps did between 1995 and 1999, I'm addicted to. I think it must be the best thing ever. Uh, uh, but I think the Beretta is a vastly underrated pistol, and it's really I liked it in 40 cal. I really did like it. Yeah, yeah. The 40 cal again. It's got the. Let's talk about this for a minute because someone was talking about 327 Federal earlier. Guns coast to coast. You weigh in on this. I have a severe affection for failed handgun rounds. Like my favorite handgun round of all time, 40 short and weak. My damn it, Isaac. My favorite handgun round of all time is the 41 Magnum, uh, uh, which I think is just it's the best all around revolver round there is. I used to have a Blackhawk in 41 Magnum. Sorry, I keep putting my hand in front of the light. Uh, and I just fell in love with it. But I had to sell it. I couldn't find ammunition for it. And when I did find ammunition for it, it was $2 a round, you know, but I loved it. And then my next love was 357 Magnum. Uh, oh, wow. Cabela's is carrying 40. What? 41 Magnum is really great in a lever action. It makes a great little rifle round, straight wall rifle round. Uh, then my next love was 357 Magnum, not Magnum, 357 Sig. It was 357 Sig, uh, which was just 40 cal neck down. And then I loved the 40 cal for a while. I bought the 40 cal. Here's what happened. What had happened was, oh, I got a heart. How about that? I've only seen one, Isaac. It was an old Marlin in 41 Magnum. I'd love to take over that show. Uh, where was I? Oh, I bought that baby eagle, and the baby eagles are the baby eagles big thing back then was that you could get it in 41 AE, 41 Action Express. You could have it nine. You could buy one pistol, and with a barrel swap out barrel and springs, you could swap it out between 9 mil, 45, and 41 AE, 41 Action Express. Uh, and I really wanted them to put it in 320 or 357 Sig, and I kept emailing them constantly. When are you going to release a 357? It was so bad that they actually started responding to me personally. That they sent back the email saying, "Sir, we're still not going to. It's not going to happen." I was just pestering the shit out of them. So there's no such thing as a new pistol round that I don't like. In fact, if I like a round, it probably means it's doomed for failure. I mean, if I really like it. So like that 327 Federal Magnum, loved it. Uh, so I knew as soon as it came out, it was dead. 30 Super Carry. 30 Super Carry did not light me on fire. Uh, I don't remember what it is I didn't like about it. I don't think there was anything I didn't like about it. I mean, I never shot it, so I don't have any 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 reason to dislike it. But I remember something I read about it didn't light me on fire. Uh, but yeah, that died. I mean, it came out and just died. Pew! Uh, oh, I really like the 6.8 SPC too, and that of course is pretty much all but dead except for hog hunters. Yeah, too bad I'm not a Glock guy. 40 Smith and Wesson Glock with a 357 Sig conversion barrel and a 9mm conversion barrel, and shot all three out of the same gun. Uh, look, I know. Oh, 350, 35 Remington it's still out there. It's not as popular as it was. Ryan, I know. Glock is a good pistol. I am not bashing Glock. I am not bashing Glock. They are a good pistol. Shut up, Wes. Wes is banned. Put Wes in a timeout. No. Put Wes in a timeout. Oh, Satch Boogeyman had a 229 in 357 seconds. Still misses that gun. Uh, Glocks just bore me. I know extremely good shooters, far better shooters than I'll ever be, like Glocks, and 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 do really well with them. Wes was putting the time out. Nice, Isaac. Okay. Dean, I wish. They just bore me. They just bore me. I do like a hammer fired gun, and I am one of those CZ 75 aficionados. I really like the way the CZ feels. It just fits my hand. There's something about that grip angle. I hope Wes comes back. I haven't seen him. Surely his 10 seconds is up. Wes, say something. Say something, Wes. But anywho, what was that Bruno round or Burno? It was Burno. Was it 8.5 Burno or something they just came out with recently? I really liked that one too. Uh, yeah, I know. Glocks work. They just work and they work well and they're modular and they're known and there's a bazillion aftermarket parts for them and every accessory in the world. Magazines are everywhere. Uh, uh, I just don't like them. To me, the pistol. So I believe a rifle needs to be standardized. Everyone needs to have the same, or at least a rifle that fires the same round and takes the same magazines, and ideally one that uses a lot of the same spare parts. Uh, but I don't think pistols need to be standardized. Uh, pistols can be a little bit like the weapons of old. Your pistol can be customized to you. Famously, George Patton carried a pearl handled or ivory handled, carried ivory handled Colts, single action armies. Uh, into combat. I don't know if y'all remember that part in the Patton movie where he's out there with his Colts trying to shoot down an airplane. Uh, But yeah, your pistol should speak to you. Your pistol should reflect something about you. It should be a little bit of Excalibur. You should, pull your pistol from the, it should be given to you by the Lady of the Lock. Uh, a watery bink should lob your pistol at you, and it should be epic and legendary. Uh, Only cheap New Orleans pimps carry pearl handles. Um, Anywho, so yeah, if I like around it, it goes out of style really quick. Their clocks are practically sold in every other 7-Eleven parking lot where I live. Guns Coast to Coast has a World War II Colt 1911 work of art was sold, but I still carry a Glock. You would not be poorly served carrying that 1911. They carry well, they conceal well. Uh, there's something to be said for that flat, thin profile. Mm, have mammoth ivory grips. All right, so there we go. I kind of ran out of steam early tonight. Ooh, a Series 70 Colt. Glocks are the Toyota, then High Point are the Honda. I like High Point. I'm sorry. I think they're a great pistol. Uh, they are the ultimate democratization of firearms. And my phone's, I'm down to 20%. My phone is busted. It won't charge unless it's just positioned just perfectly. So I can't keep the uh, charger in it. So we are at 20%. We're just going to go to the hour mark. We got about another 13 minutes and the yeet cannon. And then we'll call it a night. If this thing shuts off, it's because my phone died. And, there you go. So what other failed rounds are we forgetting about? There was that Burno. Uh, there was the 22 TCM. What else? 6.8 SPC. Oh, Dean just said something about the 6.8. High Point made a 30 super carry carbine. I seem to remember that. And I think that was interesting. I like any time you can have a carbine and a pistol in the same caliber. 5 millimeter rimfire. Huh. Never even heard of it, Ryan. Uh, know nothing about it. Oh, but there is 5.45 by 39. That's kind of a failed round. That just didn't. I guess when the Russian ammo got banned, there was the new John Wick Taran Tactical is the smoothest gun I've ever fired, but it's a little bit impractical cost wise. Okay, yeah, Dean said 6.8 is revived. It's the new Army caliber, but that's 6.8. What is it? It's 6.8. The civilian version is 270 Fury, and then there's the 6.8 SPC is different than the new 6.8 Army cartridge. Wes is Wes is like, who blocked me? I can't. I'm a little surprised that a moderator can block a moderator because Wes is a moderator. Uh, and so, Dean, I hadn't heard this. Have they gone to the AR-10 platform? If in fact they went to the AR-10 platform uh, and got a 18 to 20-inch barrel, I mean, yeah, 6.8 by 51. The Patriot Peasant. Uh, what was the 5.56 necked up to 6 millimeter? That one is gone. Was that the 224 Satch Boogeyman? I think, or the Valkyrie 224. What was the 224 Valkyrie? Am I making that up? So if they got this 6.8, So they're getting rid of that SIG abomination. Oh, 350 legend. I remember that too. So Dean, they're getting rid of that SIG abomination, and they're going with an AR-10 chambered in the same round. I think that's a fantastic solution. Oh, William, yes, the Homesteader. I really like the Homesteader. I think it's a really, really, really neat option. Uh, really neat option. Yeah, I don't understand that, Cattywampus. Why won't why won't High Point just adopt Glock mags? Well, Dean, so the SIG they were looking at was a piston gun. It was a short stroke gas piston. Hey, shalom, Landon. Uh, oh, 6.5 Grendel is still holding on. Anywho, uh, oh, we're back up to 39. If we could just say, oh, we're down to 37. Y'all hold on. If you're about to log off, just stay for a second. Let me get back over 40, huh? It'd be a big deal if I could get 40 people. Uh, hey, Buddy Bear is here. Buddy Bear, I was supposed to text you. I'm sorry, I forgot. 6 Arc. I don't know 6 Arc. I've heard about it, but I don't know anything about it. William's mom wants an M1 carbine. I think M1 carbine is. Here's my theory. My theory is that when the Air Force adopted the AR-15 first, because the Air Force adopted it first, I think they were just trying to adopt a space age M1 carbine. I don't think anyone thought this thing was going to be an infantry rifle. I don't think Colt thought it was going to be an infantry rifle. I know Jim Sullivan and Eugene Stoner didn't think it was going to be an infantry rifle. I'm pretty sure they all thought they were designing the new M1 carbine, uh, and and they just it ended up being the right solution in the right place at the right time. Uh, 1,500 yards, hand loaded 6 arc out of a 26-inch gas gun, complete custom as a laser to 1,500 yards. Wow. I love the M1 carbine. I think it's a great little option. Its magazines can be a little weak, uh, but I think the M1 carbine is a fantastic home defense weapon. I think it's a fantastic homestead weapon. Uh, if if you only had an M1 carbine, I don't think that you're crazily ungunned. Uh, the 15 round magazine, it's 15 rounds, so it's not. Did we get over 40 by the way? Y'all held on to. We're at 38. Uh, it's not a vastly overpowered round by any stretch of the imagination, but out to 150 yards, it'll get the job done. The job it's supposed to get done. Uh, 15 rounds, semi-auto. Awesome housewife gun. I like that, Dean. That's the right way to say that. Is the awesome housewife gun. Oh, Isaac likes the Mini 14. I love the Mini 14. I've had a bunch of them over the years. I don't have any now. I haven't had any in a while. But back before AR-15s were available and affordable, the Mini 14 I thought was the best option available, and I still think it's a very viable option. I do actually have a Mini 30 still. Uh, Actually, we're going to be doing a video with that Mini 30 soon. I'm going to use it to shoot a one of these 6x6 posts and see if 7.62 by 39 will go through a 6x6 pine post. Uh, I think it will. We're going to do 25 yards. Uh, yeah, that's the problem, William. The Mini 14 now is $1,000 rifle, and it's not better than a rack grade AR-15. Jesse Wellnitz wants a German MP40, don't we all? But anywho, back to that. I think 7.62 by 39 and 5.56 both are going to go through the 6x6 pine at 25 yards. I've shot pine trees before with the 5.56 that were basically 6 inches on the stump, and it went right through it. All right, yeah, Isaac, I'll do 55 and 62 grain. That's a good point. I think it's going to go through it. You're still paying $1,000 for a decent AR, then another 500 for a mid-tier optic. Well, I mean, how do you define decent? I mean, Palmetto State makes some decent ARs that I haven't checked recently, but you could buy a $500 AR-15 that was going to be a 2-3 MOA gun. Dean says that 55 has a better chance than 62. That's interesting. And no, it's not a Daniel Defense or whatever the high end is these days. But it's still going to be a really solid, reliable, adequate firearm that's going to be, like I said, 3 MOA out to 500 yards. Okay, so West knows for a fact that 7.62 by 39 goes completely through a 6-inch mesquite tree at 250 yards. Hollow Sun Reflex for $100 on sale. Ooh, nice. So I don't know how mesquite compares to pine. This is not now. Here's the X factor, the unknown, the wild card. This is not kiln dried pine. It's actually not dried at all. It's still green. Kiln dried pine is much different question than air dried or green. Okay, they say that mesquite is way harder than pine, but is it more brittle? Here's the thing: pine isn't hard. It's famously a softwood, and sometimes that can absorb shock, whereas something really hard will shatter. Yeah, Isaac, I'm going to try the 9mm and the 357 on it. And I probably not Hydro Shock, William, but I'll probably do the Spear Gold Dots in 9mm. I'll see if I've got any ball. I don't know if I've got any ball 9mm or not. Maybe I should just buy some ball 9. I just can't. Look, I know that y'all hate hearing me say this all that. I can't afford to be a gun channel. it's expensive. So if I go to do this, I can't go spend a ton of money on ammo. What do you want, goofball? The Beast wants to say hello. I'm not putting him on though. Y'all want to say hello to the Beast? Say hello, Beast. He's all wet. It's been raining here for days. Okay. Yeah, it's the Great White Beast. He's getting old. His son is starting to take. You hear his son out there barking at leaves falling in the forest, and here he is trying to cuddle up to me, getting in the live stream. He's old. He walks with a limp. Sometimes the young ones run him off his food. It's a little sad. I'm hoping that when his time comes, he does the honorable thing and wanders off to the woods and dies somewhere, and doesn't make me have to. Hey, Nona, how you doing, ma'am? He is a really pretty dog. See if we can give y'all a better shot. You want to say hello? No. He's about 100 pounds. He's a walking carpet. It's kind of fun to watch him get into fights because nothing can bite through his fur. Uh, he sticks his butt in the other dog's face, and they can't bite him. And then he grabs their ear and just rips it to shreds. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, yeah. I specifically got we got a female. She's not a Pyrenees, but she's like half Pyrenees, allegedly. Uh, and so then we got a male out of him. We got 2 litters out of her. We kept 1 male. Uh, the Sasquatch has one of the males too. He's got a dog out of the beast here. Uh, so anywho, but yeah, cattywampus. I'm gonna do it. Well, I'll probably never be. I mean, I'll never be exclusively a gun channel. There's too many. I'll never be one exclusive thing channel. There's too many things I'm interested in. I'm really interested in men's issues and politics and homesteading and the whole 9 yards. Axes, knives, chainsaws, uh, marriage. I'm kind of all over the place. So this channel will always be all over the place. Oh yeah, silver coins. I love silver. I have a 10.5 that I've got less than 500 into, and it will hit 400 with irons. I did upgrade the bolt. Nice. Our said something about have you had an Anatolian Shepherd? I have not had an Anatolian Shepherd. The female we bred him to is allegedly a cross between a Pyrenees, an Anatolian Shepherd, and a lab, black lab. So, in fact, that might be her right there. Yeah, that's her. Show you the female. Hey, dog. I don't know if you can see. Hey, you. Come here. Well, anywho, that's the female we bred the beast to, and got the male you hear out there barking in the distance. But she's a pig. She's fat. She's all the time up in the chicken coop stealing the eggs. She's a literal dirty old egg sucking hound. So she's fat, and you can't keep her from being fat. But you can hear that male out there doing his job. These dogs are the coolest thing because they're Great Pyrenees. They'll stay up all night, and something will happen in the woods. I'm pretty sure it's just like a leaf will fall in the woods, and they'll jump up, and the male will just take off like a bat out of hell, and he'll just run. I mean, he will dwindle into the distance, and the female will run out to the edge of the property and run back and forth in a line, just barking. So like he's out there engaging whatever leaf it was that fell in the forest, and then the female stays right near the house and is playing backstop for anything to get past the male. They're awesome. Love them. That's a mental image I didn't need. I don't know what that is. Was it? Anywho. All right, man. I think we've run out of steam this evening. I'm trying to keep these from turning into the 3-hour slugfest they used to be. What's Savage Airgun say? Revolting Man channel, God's gun and what a husband is, what a wife is, drinking chats, fire pits, conspiracy fun, world discussions, beard porn, crops and gardens, and more channel. Yeah, that's catchy. It fits on a bumper sticker. I should get that on a t-shirt. I like that. Thank you. The female stay near the house, as it should be. It's our female of the brother and sister pair who stays on watch better. Yeah, I don't know. The female might be more on, but it's the males who take off into the woods chasing whatever it is that they think they heard out there, because nothing moves. Since we got these guys, when we got the big one, he was by himself for probably the first 7 8 years. But the last we haven't seen a coyote since he's been an adult. I have not had a possum on this place since he's been an adult. No raccoons. Uh, we haven't had hawk problems anymore. Believe it or not, I don't know how he stopped the hawk problems, but he stopped the hawks. The only complaint I have is that they think other dogs are their friend. We're at 39. Somebody hold on, just hold on so we can hit 40. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You just stay right there. Stay right there. Don't go. We're gonna hit 40. I swear we're gonna make it. Damn it! And it dropped to 34. Shit. Uh, the description of your female dog sounded like Fannie Willis. Gotcha. That was the mental image Dean didn't need. Oh, I let my cigar go out. Well, let me fire this thing back up and we'll try to finish the cigar out before we lose power on them. Somebody give us a topic. A manly man channel. Let's talk about something manly. Talk about coitus again. Is Ryan still here? Ryan, what's your favorite type of coitus? You're the one who handles the coitus so well. I'll tell you something. I got a buddy. The kind that makes people. Jordan's the kind I can get. I got a buddy named Lance. I don't think he minds me using his name. Lance is a hell of a man. He doesn't like me to say this part. He has a doctorate in biblical languages. This guy, when he reads the Bible, he reads it in Greek and Hebrew. I mean, cool guy. But he's also a rancher. He lives out west. He doesn't work in academia anymore. He got bored with it. Oh, Sanchez. Bisaleo Sanchez. We have already must have forged our plows shares into swords. We are at that point, sir. We are just waiting for, suicide's not a strategy. That's one of the things we need to be talking about the most. Oh yeah, U.S. debt growing by 1 trillion every 100 days. Can you believe that? God. Let me tell you about my buddy Lance real quick, and then we'll talk about the plowshares and the swords. My buddy Lance, hell of a man, patriarchal, good man, cursed with knowledge. He has started his own YouTube channel. It's still very, 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 very small. And he likes to talk about books because obviously he's an educated man. It's called Middle Ground Books. They're just getting started. They're just now finding their feet. It's a very, very, very small channel. If y'all would not mind looking up now, when you look it up, you're going to see two women, and one of them's got pink hair and one of them got blue. And I know what the stereotype is about blue-haired and pink-haired ladies. Hey, my gosh, that is Biddy Boo Brown. Biddy Boo Brown just dropped into our chat. Biddy Boo Brown, how the hell are you, ma'am? We have not seen you in forever. It feels like it's been several years since we've got to see you. What a wonderful little treat. We'll have to watch our language since she's here. Oh, good point, Isaac. Male suicide is a big one. I'm doing really good, Biddy. We just went to a gender reveal party this afternoon for my fourth grandchild. So I'm in a fine fettle. Great mood. We're having a baby boy. Yeah. We're having a baby boy. This will be the second grandson. And we're